Yes. So this first page is just kind of a review because this whole chapter, we had those priority standards that a few of you didn't get yet. But this whole chapter is on linear equations. And I never want to miss the fact that some of you are probably like, what the heck is a linear equation? So please write that down.
The line. Where's it at?
Is this a linear equation?
No.
No.
Is this a linear equation? Yes. Is this a linear equation?
No.
Is this?
No.
Okay, so please notice two things. When we have linear equations, all the exponents are 1, right? Linear, a straight line. So don't be like some of my past students. This will actually be on one of your state standardized tests.
AKA Riley.
Yep, there you go. Okay, your cousin. He said that this was a linear equation, and I was like, oh dear. Okay, it's been a while. Yep. Now, you guys already know that there are 3 ways that we know how to graph now. We can find x and y intercepts by plugging in
0.
0 for the opposite, right? And then we solve. We can make a table. What form does it have to be?
0, 1, 2.
Function.
Function form, which we also call
Slope intercept.
slope intercept. So
Which is
these
also function form.
exactly. So
So table and the slope intercept form are the same thing.
yes, kind of. Yep. So we have 3 ways that we can graph, but once again, I told you today we're switching the game. They're going to give you a graph and it's going to say write the
Linear
equation. So of slope intercept form, what are the 2 things we always have to calculate?
M and B.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to ask you to do on the next slide. You're going to see a picture. I want you to label M, which stands for
Slope.
slope. I want you to find B, which stands for
Y-intercept.
y-intercept, and then write the equation. So today we're doing the opposite.
So we have to find M and B.
Yes. And to start off real easy, I'll tell you M and B. You just have to know which is which. Okay? So I'll read this out loud just in case you can't see it on there. I'm sorry, it's kind of blurry. But it says, write the equation of the line with the slope of 3 and the y-intercept of -7. Write the equation of the line with the slope of 3 and a y-intercept of -7. This is 2 points on your next test. What would I tell you to write down first?
Y equals mx plus b.
Yes. If you remember one formula from this whole chapter, I hope it's that one.
Can you have it like in the top corner of our test?
You can write it down.
But what
What does M stand for? No, you have to write it
Should I
down.
write it on my sheet?
Yeah, slope. What is it in this problem? 3. What's the y-intercept?
-7.
How hard is it to plug it in there?
Not
Very
hard.
So then-
Not negative.
Woo, here we go. 2 points on your next test.
We have to
Then would you do like one?
It doesn't tell you to graph, so you don't have to right now, but you could.
That's it. That's all we're doing.
Yeah. If you want to link it to how we've been graphing, once again, what would we graph first?
B.
B. So we go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's our slope?
3.
3 over
1.
1. So from this point, we would go up
three.
3 or down 1, 2, 3 into the
Right.
left.
That's a steep one right there.
That is pretty steep. Yep.
Then break your next B.
Now, I would ask, some of you want to write it like this. Y equals 3x plus a -7.
Can you do that?
Technically, it's not wrong, but I usually mathematicians like to keep things simple,
Like, what's the
right?
difference?
So just simplify it. Anytime you have 2 symbols, what would this actually be? A minus sign.
Negative sign.
So I would like you to get there. If you have to start here, that's fine. Okay, so let's go into this one. This is the exact same thing, except you have to calculate the what? The y-intercept and the
So, do we put it in
Don't-
the equation?
Yes. So you might want to graph this in your notebook, please. And let me help you out by what's the information you need. Literally, just do 2 tallies. Put a dot. Do 3 tallies. put a dot.
So hard.
Connect this. As I walk around, I want to see it. I want you to label M. I want you to label B. And then you plug it in to your equation that we just talked about. So label M, label B. And get in your notebook, please. Okay, thank you.
Is this right, Mrs. Lane?
Your slope isn't right. Calculate your slope. Think about what slope means.
Oh, calculate the slope. What? Find the slope? It. It's right there.
I don't remember slope as a fraction.
Oh, do we have to find like the rise over run?
Yeah. And I would use the 2 points that you just grabbed.
It's 3.
What is slope again? Rise
Rise
over
over run.
run. There you go. And then put it as a
Will
fraction.
this work?
I have a question. Oh, wait. Is there?
Wait, make 2 over 3.
I would simplify it.
We feel.
A negative over a negative.
Oh. Wow, because if you have your equation, it's just y equals.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I think
Y
I
equals
can.
negative 3x plus 2.
I'm gonna go through it. Now, hey, right now, what's always the easiest to label?
The y-intercept.
Yeah, so I hope, once again,
9 o'clock.
just, no. Label B, what is it in this case? Just answer it, I guess. 2.
It says end. Answer it.
That's fine. That's fine. Just answer it. B is 2, right?
Yeah.
So you go x plus 2. Is anyone going to argue anything different?
No.
The y-intercept is 2. The next thing that we have to practice is this. How do we find slope? M equals what?
He's not even in this class.
So,
Right.
Okay, hey. What is slope?
Negative.
No. Rise over run. Now, count with me, please. How much do you have to rise?
negative
2.
2.
Over 3.
How much do you have to run?
3.
How do you write that as slope?
2 over 3.
There you go. Now, hopefully,
It's a negative though.
no, think about it.
It's a positive.
Now-
slope.
It's a
when the line
negative
is
2
going
and a
down.
negative 3. So
All right,
negative over
now,
negative is positive.
If you go this, okay, hey, if you have a negative 2 over a negative 3, I will count it wrong because a negative over a negative equals a positive. No. Sorry.
Oh, lady.
In this one, definition of B is your y-intercept, right? So for this problem,
Oh, yeah.
it does have to equal 2. Yep, good question though. I like that you're asking it. Okay, right now, this is the exact same thing. For those who are maybe sitting back there, they don't have the best eyesight. I want this in your notebook. This one is 6 over. Hey, give me 6 tallies. Then give me 3 tallies down. Make your 2 dots. And then what 2 things are we getting practice with? Labeling
M and B.
M and B. So if you can label M, if you can label B, you know how to write the formula.
This later, I'm going to text your mom and ask her if I need to go home after school. Good idea.
So label M and label B. But just grab this in your notebook. Thank you for helping me out. Thanks. Show your work. Show your work. You're close, but no.
You have 3
You know?
D's. This is like, you have 3 D's.
Always.
Wait, so I can do like 1/2.
Just count again. What is slope mean?
Oh,
Can I do like 1/2?
That's fine.
But it's a different slope, isn't it?
Close.
Yeah.
M equals what over what?
Oh.
Rise over run. Rise over run. Think about it. Think
Yeah.
about it.
Did I get it right?
Is this right, Mrs. Lewin?
Good once you simplify, but then write the equation. Simplify your fraction, Move your negative to the top or in front.
Right, so you have to simplify that, right?
Yes.
This is right.
Close.
Close.
Your slope's wrong. We'll go through it.
Is it 3/6?
Oh, it's one.
Okay. What kind? What type of slope is this?
The negative.
So, hey, the number one mistake that people make that I've noticed in the past 10 years of teaching this class, okay, is you can all tell me that this is what kind of slope.
Negative.
Well, you better just put a negative there, right? You better just put a negative there because then everyone can count. You guys all told me that n equals what again?
306.
Rise over
Run.
run. So then literally rise first because the number one thing you guys do is you flip these around because you feel like it. So make sure you count down with me.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you're going down 3 because you went down 3. It's -3. Then how many over did you have to go?
5, 6.
6.
1.5. I know how to.
And
Show
then
your work, Mrs. Lane.
yes,
Show your work.
-3 6 equals -1/2. We're halfway done. And then the easiest part.
Hold up.
Minus 3.
Plus, minus
Mrs. Land, if you have it as 1/2,
half. They're only gonna go
it
one
would be.
down
Yeah, that would
over
be right.
2.
That's great.
3 over 6.
No, because watch.
It'll still be
Down
the same.
1 over 2.
It's just a smaller.
Down
makes it-
1
Ah.
over 2. Down 1
Yo.
over 2.
Whoa.
Math skills.
Whoa. Math. It is math.
So-
time.
Always simplify it, please. Yep. Very good.
That was
Okay.
On the test, it doesn't not be
Math
like
teacher.
100
do math.
over 29,
Yes, it will be.
523.
Yes. No, I'm not that mean, okay? I'm mean sometimes, but not that mean.
Too much.
Okay.
Where do you mean to?
You failed my test.
Him.
Do this one, please.
I couldn't get
Do this one, please. I know it's a little blurry, but I think we're starting to get the habit. And after this, I have only 2 more.
I do it on my
Get to
whiteboard.
work. You can do this one on your whiteboard. I'm not that.
Why is there chameleon on there?
This is where I did
They're
it.
fun. Here we go.
Does it not?
It's a chameleon. Come on.
So once again, today's objective is that you can write these lines. We're gonna get to a day that you're gonna be able to write line equations from real world
Okay,
stuff,
so the
okay?
green is
Today, we're just,
wait, is the green what?
is your
Dots?
line.
But
The green dots is like, the black dot is the B.
Starting.
It's just like
That's
where,
the starting.
what,
The one.
it's not like an actual point though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the one on the 2
It
is.
is.
That's the
It goes
actual.
through that dot.
That's
So the
just.
green dots aren't the actual dots we're looking at.
Yeah, they are.
They are? Okay.
Those are the slope dots.
Any
And then
point
one,
on
two.
the line, any point on the line, you can use for your equation. Any point on the line, but now I just need you to write the equation. That's perfect so far. Perfect.
Okay.
Hey, label M and B. Label M and B.
I'm getting to it.
Okay.
Wait, so which were dots? What?
It doesn't matter which, and I'm showing you this, it doesn't matter which dots you use. Just make sure the dots are on the line.
2 over 1.
This is like a slash.
That's
One over
correct.
2.
Yep, so just right here. Oh,
Rise
you
over
did.
run.
There we
Your slope is
Yeah.
and then B is 2.
I'm recording, so let's not be distracting, please.
Don't say any bad words.
Say hi to Madeline.
Oh.
No, say rip to Eli. Walker draw board that says rip.
I need your help. Okay, y equals mx plus b. We should all start there. We should all know that the easiest one is to know that b is the what again? Y-intercept, which is what in this case? 2. Perfect, okay? Is anyone confused on that first part?
No.
All right, so I'm gonna go plus 2 at the end. Now, slope. What is our slope on this one?
Positive.
Up over. It's positive.
You can
1/2.
use any of these 3 points.
Up 1 over 2.
Up 1 over 2. How do we write that as a fraction?
1/2.
1/2. And so all you have to do is 1/2. Remember the x value.
What
Remember
does
the
the
x
X
value.
value even do?
It's
X.
That's all you have to do.
Mine is an X.
On the chart.
It's like labeling.
This just says, this you would be able to use in a table and you could find any value. Say I say at 50,
Did you see it? Did you see it?
at 50, what's your y value going to be? Well, you would plug in 50. Half of 50 is 25. 25 plus 2 is 27. And you go from there. So, you didn't listen. You didn't
Yeah.
listen to your own question.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
So right now, this is what I want
Headquarters.
because we struggle in this department a little bit. I want to know the equation of both lines.
Well, I can tell you one of them.
Are they like supposed to like go together?
No, they're two different equations.
Okay.
And you guys had this question on your quiz, and Archer and MJ,
Failed.
you didn't take it yet, so this is a nice little review.
Which one is 1 and which one is 2?
One
Oh, just tell me purple. Yeah,
Okay.
You have to find like the X.
number 1.
And what's the
Number
Y?
2.
What are the Y's though?
You need to.
Oh, I's.
It's like
Slant.
oh, I get it now.
You're telling me the slope. I want to know the equation.
I can't tell you no question.
Oh my word! What do all equations have?
Y equals mx plus b.
Okay, that's one example of an equation, but it has an equal sign, right? So if you're telling me the slope, that might help
So we
you.
can both use line, use both lines for both of them.
Number 1, I want to know the equation of that line. Number 2, I want to know the equation of that line.
That's wrong, Caleb.
Did I do that?
Oh my word.
X equals 2?
Okay.
No, don't do that.
Just
X
wait, just
equals
wait, just
2.
wait, just wait.
Is it X equals 2?
Please do it. I need.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I need an
Be quiet. Don't be so dumb.
Did you guys write this in your notebook at least? Because
Yeah.
you keep getting
Yes, I
this.
did. I just forgot about it.
Okay. Because it's called insanity if you keep getting these wrong and then you just expect to get them right sometime without doing any additional work.
Albert Einstein.
Einstein,
Albert.
So hey,
Looking at
fix the broken cycle, some of you.
Hold on.
Close for the bottom.
Oh, this is vegan.
Don't.
So-
No.
There's a lot of vegan things. Anytime
You
you eat
don't-
any
Oh.
vegetable or fruit.
Oh,
I bet I got.
Wednesday.
No, but I'm not eating.
Okay,
Where'd your schedule go?
I bet I got the
Now.
Y right. Maybe. I bet I
in number 1, what kind of line is this?
Undefined.
It's undefined, but what variable
One
is
over
never
zero.
changing?
X.
X. What is X in here?
1/0.
There's 2 points on your next test. X equals 2. All you have to do is find
yeah.
3 dots, you guys.
I was
What
gonna-
value is not changing?
I did that.
X. 2, 2, 2. 0,
Oh, that's
10,
20.
negative 1.
Is this right then?
They're all on there. A straight up and down line is X equals for the rest of your life.
I forgot. I thought you were.
Step 2, you could actually,
Y equals 4, -4.
yeah, Y equals negative 4. The Y value is never changing. Now, some of you use this equation to help you out because your slope was what?
0/1.
0. And so you wrote this, Y equals 0x minus 4. I would give you points for that, but anytime you have 0x of something,
This is
it just reduces to that. That's fine. Please write these 2 examples in your notebook because you don't have to calculate M and B if you have this.
Wouldn't it be 0/1? Well, you don't know which way it is.
Yeah, you could have 0/1, that's fine.
Yeah, but you don't know which way
Archer
it's
looks
going.
like he's
It could be
gonna
negative.
die.
So,
They're talking.
What?
I think you guys are going to be fine.
Yes.
Drew had a reason.
What?
I have a gun.
Now, oh boy.
What?
Okay. Please tell me what 8.6 starts on.
I don't know.
I'll get the first.
Know that we're still recording, okay? Know that we're still recording.
Archer's a rat.
That's not nice.
We all are.
Hey, be nice.
Is that it?
439.
8 through 14. Yeah, let's do it.
Which one?
440.
You say 8 through 40?
442.
I already had it, Samuel.
Is it 442?
442.
Okay, now, hey, I'm giving you all, but it should not take you that long. Remember that we also have that 22 through 27.
And then, 28 through something.
Oh yeah, 28 through 30. So, hey, if you finish before the end of the bell, I want to make sure that you have this. I want to make sure that I have your quiz. Okay? But first priority, second priority, third priority. But right now, if you use this work time, should you finish in here? Yeah.